Here on my channel, we like to experiment with ways to play outside the norm. For Division 2, that means using off-meta gear that's still effective, but focuses on fun first. Today we're running a build around one of the most overlooked rifles in the game, the Merciless rifle. This is a semi-tanky but still DPS focused setup built around stability and accuracy, letting you fight comfortably at a range. With the Crusader shield soaking up incoming damage, you can hold your ground, stay consistent on target, and watch enemies chain explode thanks to the Merciless talent. It's a steady, reliable playstyle that rewards positioning and precision without feeling fragile. Starting with the specialization, we're using the sharpshooter for two primary reasons. The main and most important one is definitely for breath control, which gives a 15% increased weapon stability and reduced recoil, which will be a massive help in trying to shoot from range with this rifle. And secondly, the 15% increased headshot damage with rifles will also help out damage quite a bit. For gear, the primary weapon that we're running with is the Merciless exotic rifle. Now this rifle has very interesting talent. It's called binary trigger. This weapon fires on trigger pull and release. If both bullets hit the same enemy, gain a stack. At 7 stacks, shooting an enemy deals plus 500 amplified damage and creates a 7-meter explosion dealing an additional 500% weapon damage, which consumes the stacks. Now the reason I'm using this rifle is I've always really loved the idea of getting those mini explosions when you get a series of hits. The main drawback with it was the weapon isn't really stable enough to consistently hit those double shots, but we're going to take care of that in this setup right here. Starting with the backpack, we're using the Ninja Bike Messenger backpack. This is a hybrid backpack that gives us the talent Resourceful, and it allows for any gear set or brand set that we slot in to unlock an additional effect. The Ninja Bike backpack allows us to do a couple of things with this build. 1. Increase rifle damage as much as possible. 2. Increase our accuracy and stability as much as possible. And 3. Have our Crusader shield be as strong as possible. We're going to do this using a couple of things. First off, we're using the Pathfinder's Mask from the Breaking Point gear set. This one is simple, it gives us an additional 25% rifle damage, which is quite substantial. I'm running here 1 armor attribute and then crit hit damage and crit hit chance. Next, we're going with this Riadoka set, which we have 2 of, the chest and the gloves. For the chest, we're running the Obliterate talent so we can increase those weapon damage stacks as we shoot enemies. As you can see, this Riadoka set gives us plus 15% magazine size, which isn't the biggest deal, but the 20% rifle damage and the 30% weapon handling is exactly what we're after. 30% weapon handling will give us a lot of accuracy and a lot of stability. Here we're rolling critical hit damage and critical hit chance. The second piece is the Eagle's Grasp named gloves. And the reason we're running with this is it has an additional plus 15% weapon handling attribute, which gets us to that sweet spot for accuracy and stability, which I'll show you in the stats section soon. Again, we're running crit hit chance here. Next, we're running with the Picaro's named holster from the Brazos set. Now with the Ninja Bike Messenger effect, this allows us to get that extra skill tier, as well as the 10% weapon damage that goes along with it, further increasing our weapon damage for the Merciless rifle as well as its talent. Again, we're running crit hit chance here. And lastly, we're running with the Fox's Prey named knee pads, which will give us 10% rifle damage as well as 30% extra accuracy, including 8% extra damage to targets out of cover, which helps with all of the damage that we would deal. For skills, of course we're running with the Crusader shield. This is critical to the build, as we'll be standing at the back of every room or environment that we're in, with the Crusader shield in front of us, trying to soak up all of the damage from the front, while using the rifle's pinpoint accuracy to pick enemies off. As you'll see, we've achieved tier 5 here for the Crusader shield, which makes it quite powerful and it can soak up a lot of damage. The next skill can be whatever you want. I prefer running with a striker drone simply because it can help distract enemies from focusing just on you. Looking at the stats, the critical hit chance is only at 50%, so it's a little bit away from the optimal 60% maximum, but it's still good enough. Critical hit damage is also fairly low, but remember we're relying a lot on the pure weapon damage for that Merciless talent. The sweet spot though is the accuracy and stability. We've got 115% accuracy with 100% stability, which really allows you to pinpoint those shots and the enemies from far away range. Thanks for watching, agents, and I'll leave you with some gameplay so you can see the style of this build in action.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons' forces. They maintain this outpost, and True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving up.
Don't let them run!
All clear. I repeat, the compound is...
Hostile Stinger Hive detected.
Hostile restore hive detected. Hostile sniper turret detected. Medical assistance needed.
We can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.